Good day everyone, I am Patricia Maybe Palermo and today I will be discussing about Article 1315 of the Civil Code, which states that contracts are perfected by mere consent. And from that moment, the parties are bound not only to the fulfillment of what has been expressly stipulated, but also to all the consequences which, according to their nature, may be in keeping with good faith, usage, and law. So basically, Article 1315 talks about one of the classification of contracts according to perfection, which is the consensual contract. This simply means that the perfection of contract arises by mere consent, which is the meeting of minds or mutual agreements of the parties upon the terms of the contract. The perfection of a contract means that the parties are already expected to perform their parts of the bargain. Signing is generally not a legal requirement for entering a contract. What is important is the meeting of minds. It is also not necessary for a contract to be in written form, unless it is required by the law to be in writing or to have some specific formalities. As to the general rule, again, contracts are perfected by mere consent of the parties regarding the subject matter and the cause of the contract. For example, is I am an employer. I hire Kate for a vacant position in our company. And as soon as the both of us agreed upon the terms of employment, a contract commences and is considered perfected. Next is the binding effect of consensual contract, which is also stated in this article. Once the contract is perfected, the binding force of such contract is not limited to only what is expressly stipulated, but also to all the consequences which are the natural effect of the contract, considering its true purpose, the stipulation it contains, and the object involved. Meaning, the moment that there was a consent, responsibility arises beyond what is expressly stipulated by the parties. For example, Anne agreed to sell his horse to Brian. It was also stipulated that Anne should deliver the horse to Brian the next day. In this case, Anne has the obligation to deliver the horse to Brian the next day as expressly stipulated in the contract. Anne has also the obligation to take care of the horse pending the delivery and to warrant that he has the obligation to sell the horse, although nothing is said about the obligation in the contract, as this is in keeping with good faith, usage, and law.